Yo, what's good, world family? It's your boy Uniqo Williams, and we are back with another episode of Just the Fan. I am Uniqo Williams, and we have Monray. How you doing today, brother?
What's up? Young Sleepy is here. I already know how this goes. When your boy fresh from the nap, you ready to go ahead and get it cracking.
Boss man.
It's your boy, Alpha there, mate. Looking cute, looking clean, and looking. I'm about to get real sexy.
Good heavens. And then we let's get scummy. We got my boy Afro Commie 765. What up, bruh?
You already know, your local neighborhood scumbag, here to give the folks their daily dose of dirtbag. Same gimmick, different day.
It's finna get scrumptious up in here. We haven't had this in a while. We are having, actually, every time we talk about Marvel, we have this. But we got the Disney block today. So we starting off block 8 with Disney. We have a few things happen in Disney World. First of all, Miles Morales is a part of now y'all know him as Spider-Man, Black Spider-Man, Black and Puerto Rican Spider-Man, Black and something Spider-Man.
Yeah, mixed Spider-Man.
Mixed Spider. We got person of color Spider-Man, and he was in a what if he was Thor. Now a lot of people are over there a little bit upset about this because it was a little too quote unquote black. Too many black tropes were being used, like graffiti and what's it called? Asgard. Asgard is his hood.
On Mjolnir.
Tori, what would there was that. Tori, what was the famous line that was in there today? By Odin's
fade.
By Odin's fade. So with that being said,
not by Odin's beard, by Odin's fade.
Gentlemen,
and all the ice giants have fades and gold chains.
Gentlemen, thoughts.
And apparently, I just want to get this off. I saw all the shoes hanging from the power lines in Asgard. I did not know there was an open air drug market in Asgard, but apparently there is, folks. So,
Tori,
there is apparently.
Tori, I got a quick question for you. Was the fade tight though?
Bruh, I ain't gonna lie. Whoever drew it, they drew that shit crispy. They hit him with the cut lines. I'm pretty sure there was an ice giant with an Edgar. It was crazy. I wasn't prepared for it. Loki tagged up Mjolnir. There's a big old Loki tag on the sides of the hammer.
Yep, that's his boy.
It's wild.
Now, at first, everybody thought that it was a naturally light-skinned person that wrote this, but apparently it was somebody of Hispanic descent, I believe, that wrote this. Correct. So, I mean, there's two sides to Miles Morales.
Does it make it better though?
Yes, it does make it better. It's okay.
I don't know. I know some racist South American people of Hispanic descent.
We do know them. So I don't know what
they drop a hard R just as quick as most white people.
That's so fair.
I don't know.
That's fair. Zelmay, Monray.
Not even getting into this.
I don't know how to say this dude.
You're not getting into this.
I don't know how to say this guy's name. It's
by Odin's fade, Monte. By Odin's fade.
Well, not even touching this. I'm not even finna get started.
Monte, I needed you to get off on this, like a dirty hooker in church. Where you at?
Who did Mikado?
That's why. I'm not even touching this. That is why. Like, it's no matter what.
Listen, he said if we can't pronounce the name, I don't know if we can talk racial credibility.
Not even finna touch this. Nope.
Not with a stick.
They couldn't find a Jerome.
Okay.
I was about to say there wasn't one black writer at Marvel that could jump in.
There had no black people. Ryan Coogler, y'all always hire him for every black show. I
was gonna say Ryan Coogler gets in on everything. He couldn't get in on the Miles Morales Thor what if, so we didn't get by Odin's fade.
Man, dude, I can't believe they wrote that.
Ryan Coogler has he bro the perfect writer for. He has it.
They said this is the first person that's not black to do any of his like writing and his stuff like that. But I guess I don't know. Let's keep it with let's keep it to the whole people of color theme. Let's talk about Saiyans. Dragonball Z. Apparently Disney owns filming rights to film some live action shows or whatever Disney sees fit for Dragon Ball Z. We've had Dragon Ball Evolution, a flop, a terrible movie. I can't believe they put this out and thought that would be okay. But if I see Goku in high school again, I'm going to have a problem. Gentlemen, what's your thoughts on this? You think Disney can do something with this?
Okay. you know, since you know I didn't touch the other one, I will be nice and go ahead and say this and say people are overreacting just a little bit. I personally haven't made a video. They're overreacting simply because
third eye open.
They're overreacting for the wrong reason. It's not because this is not something to be worried about. It's because this is only an addition to the already failed live action anime series and movies that we've gotten and that we are going to get. Like, people forget that we already have set pieces for the Netflix live action version of One Piece that
let's not talk about that.
Is very possibly going to be a failure. We also seem to have forgotten that Netflix is also coming out with a live action version of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Like, we forgot how that movie was, and even the pronunciation of
his name's not Ong.
For example, like, we don't even need to talk about that destruction or the other. That's just Netflix alone. We ain't got to worry about the other live action stuff that's going to come out, like the live action Pokemon that's still in the works, some other things, the live action Yu Yu Hakusho, like the multiple live action anime failures are about to come down the pipeline. And I say failures because a lot of them are about anime and things that should not be made into live action. Therefore, Dragon Ball Evolution, if y'all want to take another crack at it, be my guest. I need something else to talk about on TikTok. I need something else to talk about on I have no problem. Go ahead and give me some good stuff to entertain the people of the internet world and talking about on my different shows and on Overall 99 and different things that y'all can't tune in at all times. So I have no problem talking about these negative things because they're not going to stop my love of the original thing. It's just going to give me something else to talk crap about. Like, y'all shouldn't have made this live action. Therefore, complete believe the first time y'all screw up Yusuke's spirit gun or mess up my boy Hiei in any way, my pitchfork and torchfire will be ready to march down the good old memory lane of Hollywood and burn down whatever.
You don't want a crappy CGI dragon under the darkness flame?
Y'all want to take another crack at Dragon Ball Evolution? Be my guest. I mean, Super's already destroying half of the lore as it is anyway, so I'm just screw it at this point. Sorry, I'm gonna give a scrap as long as he get paid. So,
quick question: Destin Credo director, I might be okay.
Yep, he's in it for the bag.
I might be okay with Destin Credo because if you watch Shang-Chi, I'm like, he fight scene kind of fire.
Like, we got better hope now because animation and technology is better now than it was when Evolution was made. But directors and script writers and companies haven't learned their lesson over 30 years. So why do I care?
And that's
y'all screwed up. Cool. If it's good, cool. It'd be surprised. If it's not good, we didn't expect much anyway. So
yeah.
I just like the expectation low. You can't get worse than Dragon Ball Evolution.
That bar,
it really can't get worse.
If you
that's the truth.
Dragon Ball Evolution, you done did some miracle work.
They did it on purpose. If they make a movie worse than Evolution, you did it on purpose.
They made a place.
I just saw Dragon Ball Z.
I think worse than that second version of Fantastic Four.
No.
That movie.
Fantastic Four ain't even worse than Evolution.
I just saw Dragon Ball Superhero. I don't care at this point. Like, I just saw a PlayStation 2 graphical looking movie in 2022. You think I can give a squat about Dragon Ball Evolution 2 at this point? Man, just screw it. Just do whatever you want at this point.
Destin Cretin, I like Shang-Chi fighting. If you can make it somewhat like that, so maybe speed it up a little bit, I might be okay with it.
You got more faith than I do.
Please don't do origin story. Don't start year one Goku. Please don't.
Yeah, let's ramp it up just a little bit. Come on,
give us the story. Just go.
When y'all see Krillin with
start of Goku, let him finish the tournament
with hair, and y'all see Raditz with a shortened tail, and when y'all see Frieza, except he looks more human than alien, and all this kind of stuff. When y'all start seeing it, just remember,
Frieza gonna be a girl.
The Rock is going to be second form Frieza.
That'd be lit.
Frieza only got one transformation instead of four.
If he buys somebody a truck or a house halfway through the movie, because that's the Rock's power play. He just be buying people trucks and houses.
Man, I don't care at this point. Screw it.
So if we're gonna get that from Frieza, I'm here for it.
The reason I got a little bit of hope is simply because Disney did say Marvel from direction.
That's a fact.
It did almost kill Star Wars. But it did say
that also is a fact.
But it did say Marvel. Netflix has completely destroyed every anime I would like as a youth. So I have literally no faith in that.
Full Metal Alchemist, Death Note.
I got no problem with taking a crack at it.
Full Metal Alchemist was the only decent live action one.
Like I don't expect much, but I'm really do good with Sonic. So
they almost did that.
After we complained about the trailer.
Yeah, a trailer literally.
We complained about the trailer when they had this man literally looking like a horrible, fuzzy looking zombie. And after we complained about the trailer, then they decided to fix that. That wasn't even Disney.
It's a meme. I'm just talking about Paramount for that. I'm like Paramount made a decent one.
I mean, go House of Mouse, do whatever you want. Like if it look good, cool. All hats to you. I'll be happy for you. If it screw up, I didn't expect much anyway, just because all the other live action anime failed.
Anybody got the bread to do it. Disney got the bread. And I want to say this before everybody get up. For the people that say, I saw a YouTuber say, "Oh, all this woke stuff, and I don't like they ruined Marvel movies." I'm like, they the reason Marvel is back in the first place. Marvel was going broke, and they was DC before DC. To the point that nobody wanted them, and they had to sell off all their assets. Kevin Feige and him saved Marvel, and not only that, the same dude that reviewed it liked the last 3 Marvel movies. So I'm like, what are you talking about? What kind of hypocrite are we doing if you like the last 3? It's the same people that like, yo, Miss Marvel woke, and then said they never watched it. And I'm like, well, how do you know it's woke? You just want to complain. That's all you want to do. You just want to complain. By the way, if you don't want it woke, everybody in this Dragon Ball Z movie should be Asian.
Yeah.
If you don't
I don't know. Are Saiyans Asian? They're from a different planet.
They got that Asian skin tone. Every Japanese
very Asian. They're penultimate Asian.
I don't know.
They actually drawn with them eyes. The Asian
Bardock looks Hispanic.
Bardock, we're not getting into that. Listen,
okay. Your thoughts before Joe?
Turles too. Turles was like a gray brown.
We're not sure if he's canon yet, though. So
Turles, the Tree of Might has to be canon, or they've wasted a good part of Toriyama's actual creative juices.
Joe, your thoughts?
Tree of Might is so underrated.
I'm good. I'm good, man. I'm actually ready to move on to our last part of Disney, our Disney block today.
Sony ruining it, Disney.
Anybody else before we move on to our last piece of Disney? Marvel life. Kraven the Hunter. We have gotten some interesting news about the personality and who Kraven. If you all know Kraven the Hunter, he's like this Russian guy that hunts things, and he's been known to chase Spider-Man. He was on the original 90s cartoon. He's a badass.
He put the beat down on Man Spider.
So yeah, he did. Man Spider was dope too, by the way.
Yeah.
So we got Kraven the Hunter, and there's a spin. It sounds like to me like Sony is going to go this route. Have Venom with no Spider-Man, Morbius with no audience, and Kraven not hunting. This is I think they're about to put a Dr. Dolittle kind of spill on this. So, gentlemen, the news that we heard about Kraven the Hunter, is this exactly what you expected from Sony? Because this is what I expected from Sony.
Or?
Man.
Speaking of low bars, Sony has the lowest bar ever. Like, if you do anything that actually makes people... You put in a flying car in a Carnage movie. I'm done, bruh.
Woody Harrelson's still a good Carnage. I'll die on that hill.
Go for it.
I'm pretty sure Sony is about to just throw it all. Listen, everything that Marvel did not buy back of the Spider-Man, every Spider-Man B villain is about to get a super janky, quick theater run, guaranteed. Marvel bought back all the important ones. You know what I mean? Doc Ock, Mysterio, freaking anyone's that were. Yeah, for some reason they didn't get Venom, but that's just because Sony's like, no, this is the only one where there's actual real life. Like there's a fandom for this. We know it's from your comic books keeping it alive, but we need this. But Jamie Foxx is probably gonna get that call for the Shocker movie anytime.
The Shocker movie.
It's coming. We're gonna get what was
We got the
Kingpin's
spot coming.
son's name? Kingpin's son, the one in the wheelchair. He's gonna Alistair Fisk. He's gonna get a movie.
Well, technically Marvel owns that, so they're good on that.
Oh, okay.
That's right. They got Kingpin, so I guess they got the.
Oh, so they took Alistair with them. They were like, we want the father and the son. We ain't gonna just leave them all out there. But one thing we can say is if they're just gonna use all Spider-Man's B villains, there's a lot of them. We can get the Polka Dot Dude movie.
Spot.
Okay. I was gonna say we can get the Spot movie. Haven't they already been talks of a Madam Web movie?
Yeah, they got Madam Web. By the way, shout out to them beautiful ones.
Got Madam Web. We're gonna have all the Spider-Man adjacent lore that you can want, and it's all gonna be non-canon to the MCU. So
Okay. We've had enough of this. Let's go ahead and be real for a second now. We're gonna stop this Sony slander because Sony's actually made some pretty good Spider-Man movies that's not Spider-Man.
In 1990,
they don't own Spider-Man anymore.
No. This needs to be said. Venom 1 was good. Venom 2 had my boy Carnage up in there. We're gonna represent Carnage. Morbius is underrated. We're not gonna talk about Morbius like that. And then Kraven the Hunter is about to be a good movie. It's gonna give us a new take. We got the Madam Web movie coming, and then we're gonna have the Cat, Felicia Hardy. We're gonna get her solo movie, and it's gonna be a better version of Catwoman. And Sony's my bad, I couldn't hold that line.
Let's go.
That movie sucked. Like we all know the movie sucked. We all know they're probably gonna suck for the most part anyway. This Black Cat Felicia movie is gonna be a rehash of Catwoman, and it's gonna be starring somebody, and it's gonna be like, it's just a rehash. And
some white woman with big breasts.
No, it'll be always Eldana.
Green Goblin origin movie because Harry Osborn is owned by them, so they're gonna have a Harry.
We're getting a Green Goblin movie.
They're gonna get a remake of Mysterio. Mysterio's gonna have his own remake movie.
So we can get Red Goblin.
It's gonna be something different. Then at the end, they're gonna get a little snippet of Mary Jane Watson's hair, but they're not gonna show her front because they ain't got no Spider-Man, so you only know Mary Jane Watson. Like, we know where this is going. Like, they're just making solo movies of all the villains because they own them. Like, this doesn't matter. They suck. Like, Kraven the Hunter without hunting.
Me and Monte in full agreement. It's a rare day.
I agree.
Right. Like, all that's gonna suck without Spider-Man. Like, let's just be real. Like, they can make a decent movie, but it's not gonna go past that because there's no Spider-Man. Like, Venom right now, they're struggling to do something with Venom because you don't have Spider-Man in the movie. So all his main freaking storylines are gonna struggle because they involve Spider-Man. Can't even do like freaking Carnage taking over everything. You need Miles Morales. Still need Spider-Man. Like, at this point, they're just
they can't even do
make a solo movie. We got Madam Web. Make a Madam Web movie. Madam Web is this old woman that trolls the mess out of Peter Parker.
She's gonna be Doctor Strange now.
She's the Sony versus Doctor Strange. Let's go.
Madam Web does what? What villain? With what person? Why does it matter? Like, it just don't matter. Like, the Sony movies halftime suck anyway.
Her only meaningful tie-in was the Beyonders.
Or horribly bad. And
Sony doesn't own
so
them.
far, they're hit or miss right now. And then the Venom storyline route there.
Venomverse
suck. That it includes Tom Hardy. So Tom Hardy 3, it's gonna be about him versus some combination of Spider-Man villains with some Spider-Man references, and that's about it. So
you remind me of this guy in New York.
Like
you.
What I really wish that my boy Carnage could have been, the Carnage I wanted, but he had to be sacrificed so that Venom could be straight. So, what I wish would have happened in the movie is that
we're hating on Woody Harrelson Carnage
killed and just took him over everybody, and I would have got Maximum Carnage and Ultimate Carnage story.
You're not Monte.
Took over everybody. That's what I wanted. But what he got? He lost to Venom. So okay, cool. So
what about Leopard?
I want the storyline where my last thing. I want the storyline where Carnage takes over Miles Morales. That's the storyline I want. That's the one that should be on theaters. That's the one we should.
By Odin's Spade. That sounds amazing.
Venom against some combination of Sinister Six people that are not already in Marvel. So it's gonna be like Shocker.
We're gonna get a Vulture movie. Let's go.
Vulture, Morbius. We're finna get a Sinister Six, quote unquote, against Venom and the new Venom that he just made at the end of his movie. It's gonna be those two Venoms against the Sinister Six, and that's gonna be Venom 3. And we're just gonna be like, this is bootleg Spider-Man No Way Home.
Does
Correct.
Sony own all of the symbiotes? Because they can do a weird little.
It's gonna be bootleg Spider-Man No Way Home. Correct. I'm done.
I got a serious quick.
Go off and tell us how you really fucking feel today. Fuck it.
Let's go.
Why would they make this? Why they make? By the way, for the people that don't know and don't understand and listen to our rant, they making him where he loves animals and hates the poachers. He's basically Tarzan.
You know what?
He's Tarzan.
You know what?
That's what Tarzan storyline. Sony.
I'm
Sony.
answering
He
everybody.
is basically Tarzan.
Sony, you're not doing
I'm
anything.
answering everybody's question. I got you. I'm answering everybody's question. Sony, what you should focus on when it comes to Sony's Venomverse is Spider-Man 2, which comes out in 2023. That's what you should focus on. Don't worry about this movie BS. Worry about the game that comes out in 2023, Spider-Man 2. Go look at the trailer. That movie looks nice.
It does look fire. The video, Spider-Man video game, Sony's only saving grace.
Yeah, Sony should definitely start just worrying about what they're good at right now.
I want everybody to understand one thing though. Sony, again, listen to me. You are not original. You are not making a different character. You are just stealing other characters from other. Madam Web, you literally state that Madam Web is a Doctor Strange-like character. You literally admit that you're making her another character. You're like, oh,
and she's really not.
Kraven the Hunter. He's gonna be this dude instead of the Kraven that you know. He's gonna be this guy who was raised in the woods by animals, and he's gonna hate poachers because they poaching his animal friends. And I'm like, that's Tarzan.
Kraven literally does the opposite. He goes out and hunts the biggest, most endangered species he can find.
Joe, I don't know your thought, Joe. I know you a Sony stan.
I said what I said.
Defend him, too.
No, Monray's sarcastic rant at the beginning is exactly how I feel. That sarcastic rant when he first started, where he was in the boardroom with Sony, that's exactly how that's sarcastic. Man, that ain't gonna do right.
I feel like it's a meeting of old white people who just don't know what's going on in the world, and they're like,
I don't know what's Sony.
You remember? I remember a movie when I was a child. Nobody gonna remember. It was like Tarzan. Let's just make him Tarzan. Nobody gonna remember Tarzan.
Yeah, like the Supreme Court. Old ass people that just make decisions for everybody else based on.
There's an old Japanese guy who refuses to get a translator that just meanders through English pitches all day.
That's probably it.
And then Vince
nods his head.
This man is probably on the board of Sony making these decisions.
All right, so let's get off the Disney. We're about to do one more big topic, and then we have our quick hits. And I wouldn't even say this is a big topic, but it's relevant. Elephant Revenge. We got an elephant.
Did he come back for her?
We have so many questions. The story goes like this: an elephant. And we're going to use allegedly a lot because y'all not going to do this to Dumbo. You're not going to do this to Dumbo. So
this is not Harambe 2.
This is since we on the Disney block. This is Dumbo for now. So this elephant, this lady was like distracting the mom so that the poacher, speaking of Kraven the hunter, was distracting the mom so that the poacher allegedly and actually allegedly is going to be used more for the elephant because fuck them niggas.
Yeah.
And so she trampled the lady and she died. It is alleged that said elephant came to the funeral and fucked it up, bro. I found this lady's exact burial thing. I believe it says like 200 miles away, actually. So the fact
that's crazy
that this elephant knew where this funeral was going to be held, when it was going to be held, and then kept and continued the revenge. What's your thoughts on this shit, man?
Elephants never forget.
Elephants never forget, they say.
I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth.
Did this elephant read the newspaper and was like, "Oh, yep, got that bitch"? It spit the block.
I was gonna say he felt it in the air. He was at the watering hole. There was an antelope that came by and was like, "Yo, you know that body you dropped a couple weeks ago? They got a ceremony for it coming up." And he was like, "Oh, we finna run through that shit real quick."
Say less.
We smoking on that pack.
Tor, I got a question. What's the fade type though?
I bet that elephant's got that elephant's got a crispy line guaranteed with black forces.
Black Air Force energy right there. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. This is the honest truth, y'all.
What's the honest truth about this elephant?
People hate this. People love a lie. if it's more entertaining than the truth. Remix.
Shout out
See,
Charlemagne.
I remixed it. He ain't his no more. I took it.
Let's
Mine now. I made it different. I'm
go.
Sony now. I'm Sony. It's different. Different. Putting that fade on the side and we gonna run through like. By the way, this is the most insane story. Woman tried to hide from the poachers, try to protect the poachers. The elephant got out of here. Saw her in the casket. Like, nah, fam. Them people try to get. Hey, they tried to do a drive by on me. They failed. You try to stop them. I got rid of you.
Spin the block.
I came back to make sure you were gone.
She made it.
You
One of my favorite memes of all time, by the way. That dude in the glasses and that trench coat, like went stopped by my biggest hater's funeral to make sure he was dead.
Yeah.
That's Mate, indulge in the silliness.
Man, ain't nothing really much to say. Like, people are sleeping on elephants, and one, they don't forget, and then people are just sleeping on the fact that their noses are some of the greatest nature-made creations known to man. Like, elephants can smell.
I was thinking that. Did he sniff it out?
By a mile. Like, they could smell water from miles away with their nose. Like, it's not a game. So it's just the fact that the elephant went, I think, 100 miles. Like,
it was something like that. It was insane.
120 miles, I believe. I might be wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong. No, sorry, but like 100 to something like that to get to this woman's funeral. Like, this elephant traveled that far to settle whatever issue the elephant had. Like, I don't know what it was.
Y'all think he took the back roads, or was he on Front Street the whole way?
Straight up.
I don't care. All I know, elephant said, I need to finish what was started, and the elephant finished it.
I need that elephant to be my friend. I need a friend like that.
I got nothing to do with that. All I know, if I was at that funeral, look, I'd just sat back, took out my camera, and be like, y'all are not gonna believe this, because just the pure and simple fact, there's not really like no camera footage of this going on. It's just the craziest part to me, because I don't care what funeral you're at. We're in the world where, everybody just in general are gonna have access to some kind of camera, some kind of phone. There's just no way that there's not any footage of this. That's the odd part of me. We have detailed descriptions of everything that happened, no camera footage.
Yeah,
so there'd be the stories and stuff that be pissing me off, because I'm like, bro, this make me look at it and be like, okay, something ain't right about this, because there's no camera. Bro, what person do you know in the world? I ain't talking about here, third world country, whatever. What person you know in the world would not have access to some kind of way of recording something?
They're giving out free camera phones on the corner right now, all over America.
Now, it is possible that this is in a country. This is possible it's like a third world country or some country that doesn't have technological advances. It may have been people that didn't have the ability to record it, but that's extremely rare.
Service, Monte, they all got Sprint.
Oh,
I just got my new SIM card today.
That's the thing about it. Even without service, your camera works. I don't need internet service to record something.
Upload later.
Unless it's like no, heaven forbid, no, not knocking anything. It might have been in the country that technological advances are not, to the point where we're able to have some kind of camera to record this. But that's
due to
just
COVID. Due to COVID,
why there's no footage of this? Like, this
should be some.
A bit wild to me. But
how did this elephant not get shot? Like,
we don't know that.
Excuse me.
It's an Indian woman, so it happened in India.
Oh, okay. It wasn't a white woman. It wasn't a white woman that got killed.
I have no clue.
Oh, they got whole sanctuaries.
It's an Indian woman.
In India,
okay, so
you can't kill an elephant.
I'm honestly surprised they didn't make a soup out of that nigga. Then I ain't gonna lie.
It was January 2022, and somewhere between 80.
If it's Indian, Vishnu, they hold elephants in reverence, so that could be the reason if it killed somebody that it didn't.
Like I say, all I know is the Indian woman, so it might have been a location that didn't have it, and not knocking nothing. It's just hard.
I don't know.
To be like, you have this event that happens, and just unless it's in a country that and even with it, you got so much word of mouth that
India's got such a big population, though.
Within a few days of it going viral, as soon as one person talks about it, so it can go viral, but I haven't really seen a lot of footage or proof by all these different news outlets. Like, I haven't really seen it. If y'all seen the footage, like let me know.
Drop
Let me know
a
where I
link.
can
Let us know.
Everybody keeps saying it. Everybody letting know, like,
Like and
oh, what
subscribe.
this elephant did.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna go to 4chan after this and see if there's anything there.
She was in the land of Odisha, Monte, the state of Odisha, and
They got states in India. I just thought it was just like one big ass India.
pretty sure they got
No, there's
different
different
territories.
divisions
Yeah,
in
they do.
territories.
Bangladesh.
I don't know.
The Odisha. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if it's country or location where the funeral was. What it just they may not have had it, but I don't know.
It's
All I know.
outside the Dharma.
Like I said, India is so overpopulated. I refuse to believe there was no one with a camera phone there when this elephant murdered somebody and then spun the block to crash the.
Even a picture. I ain't even saying a
funeral.
video. A picture of this the
That's
elephant.
in a village. Right outside
well,
the Dharma.
That's why I said that it
Dharma
might have been in a
Institute.
location. Just who knows?
Okay, so maybe it really was in a location where there wasn't that
Well, I
kind
said,
of
like,
technology.
possibly.
It is possible in India.
Last
But then,
night-
how did the information get to us then? Like, if it's in a
See,
a location
that's
that's
the
not
real
technologically
question. Why are we
advanced,
hearing about
how did
it?
that get to us?
Tyrone told it.
That's why I can't fool with the media.
Whoever the shade room editor is, they got to end with somebody in
Yeah, they
India.
call
That's why I can't fool
Tyrone,
with the media, bro.
TMZ.
Something ain't right. I can't never fool with trust with the media, man.
Last-
Never trust the media.
Truth. And last topic. Last thing I want to talk about on this topic. Sydney Sweeney is gonna be in Madam Web. I'm gonna watch it. It's
Oh
rated
my
PG-13 or R.
You just love actors.
Oh
and
my
directors.
God.
No, it gotta be PG-13 or R,
Oh.
Monte. That's it. That's the only way.
So you trying to see Madam Web titties? That's what I'm
She
hearing
ain't
from
Madam
you.
Web, but Dakota for
Christ.
Johnson is, so maybe it's too.
We getting reports that Whisper will be playing Madam Web.
Let's go.
Whisper fine and crazy. Ooh.
Ooh, she put that. What she has some perks or some. Anyway, so on our last, we on the quick hits, man. We just gonna try and take 30 seconds apiece to talk about these things, and then get y'all the fuck out of here. We'll get you in. We'll have a good show next time. We got Man Cave, all this stuff. Make sure you like and subscribe. I appreciate y'all tuning in today. First off, we got Deshaun Watson, quarterback for the Cleveland Browns, and we all know that he allegedly has 24 alleged sexual assaults, I guess, and he has settled it.
That's harassment.
Settled it down to
Okay,
20
there is a difference there.
out of 24 cases or civil suits. He settled 20 of them. That doesn't necessarily mean that he's guilty, but it doesn't necessarily mean that he's not. So, gentlemen, thoughts? 30 seconds.
Or
If you got the money for all of them settlements, I mean, and you
He signed
guess
the
get in-
biggest contract in NFL history to pay civil suits.
pay them bitches off then and keep it moving. Get your NDAs tighter.
There you go. Is that mate?
you know what I'm saying? His lawyer kind of screwed him. His lawyer said, "Hey, listen, if I ask, you don't do it. It's not illegal." And I'm like, "Okay, he got to pay him off now."
That's an iffy precedent.
Like, you gotta pay him off now. You can't just let this slide. I don't know if it's like I said. I don't know if it's a federal. I don't know if it's not a regular crime, but I'm pretty sure
It's not a regular crime. What's the difference between regular and irregular
what
crimes?
I'm saying is,
Well,
I don't
there's
know
a
if
difference.
you can go to jail for this because you just asked.
Yeah,
You can't
okay,
go
so
to jail
it's
for
not a
just
criminal
asking.
charge,
Yeah.
it's a civil thing.
But you are harassing somebody at work, so I guess you could get civil liability.
Because
for it.
sexual harassment is way different than sexual assault. I think we need to put that out there.
You can't go to McDonald's and be like, "Can I get a McChicken and then can you jack me off?"
Can I get a
Yeah, you
McGangbang?
can get sued for that, sir. Yes. And that's according to his lawyer. That's not allegedly. His lawyer said on the radio.
Monray.
Look, man, we already know this is ugly. We already know it was ugly from the beginning. Any kind of assault allegations, period, is already gonna be ugly. So, as far as I know, 20 of the women have settled out of court, and the other 4 are going to trial. As far as I know, so and then the NFL is already leaking out that it's possible he's gonna have a significant punishment, which is most people are predicting a full season suspension. So regardless, this is gonna be.
Is that without pay?
Yeah, if you get suspended, that's without pay.
If you suspended from the NFL, you don't get paid, and so that whole fully guaranteed contract.
So that can hurt paying all these settlements, and then you gotta do a year without getting paid after you just paid off all these settlements. He could be Looking rough.
They can get it.
And it already got some incentives in the
Keep an
contract.
eye out for this podcast, folks.
Can be voided. It can be voided. So it's some incentives in it where that contract can be fully voided. It just depends on how this goes. But you know, he got 4 of them that's taking him to trial. You can have your own reasons whether you think he's guilty or not guilty. All I know, a man's had a lot of massages by a lot of women, but after a certain point, you also can look at it with like, well, he got a track record of, you know, a lot, and then because a lot of the women are not licensed masseuses, so that's a sort of weird thing on both parties because it's like, why are you signing up to give a man a massage? You're not a licensed.
They said some of these women never gave a massage in their life.
So
what do they do? Wait, hold on.
Yeah,
on now.
It's fishy on every side. No matter how you look. Some of the women's like, well, why are you giving him
this thickened?
If you know you've never given him a massage, you're not licensed masseuse at all. And then he's like, with him, it's like, why are you going for all these massages from the different? So like, no matter how you look at it,
over happy endings.
Well, you know, he settled with 24 of them going to trial to see if he's gonna actually have like some serious criminal charges up against him, or if they're gonna, you know, grand jury not gonna go as far with it. So we'll see. All I say is just wait it out. All I know this is ugly. It's very ugly. And if I'm the Browns organization, y'all are looking at a not a good near future for, you know, 2022 season. You know, it's not looking pretty.
Cleveland is a wild city, anyways.
By the way, I like.
Well, this was in Houston. This happened in Houston.
I like how the way how this was. Everybody was so determined. It was going to court. It wasn't gonna be settled. And then as soon as the Texans get brought into the lawsuit, it's done.
Well, you know, Texas. Hey, one thing we can say about Texas is that they're a misogynistic state in the best way possible. Let's go, men.
And they might secede from the United States. It's up for.
It could happen. They got enough guns.
It's up for votes in 2023. Joe.
One more quick basketball thing. John Wall obviously opted in for $47 million. He wasn't going to say, no, look elsewhere. He's going to take the free $47 million that he will be owed in his contract. The season for the 2019-2020 season, he made $38.2 million, played 0 games. The 2020-2021 season, he made $41.2 million and played 40 games out of 82 guys. 2021-2022, he made $44.3 million and played 0 games. And this year, this year looks like he's probably gonna play 0 games for Houston. I think they're gonna put him on the block, but he opted in for $47.3 million. I believe he'll play 0 games for the Houston Rockets. Gentlemen.
Not true. He did play spades while he was on the ESPN interview, so he do play games.
just not basketball.
Just not the games he's supposed to play.
It sounds like this nigga's winning.
It sounds like that nigga's winning too. Yes, absolutely.
The only thing I'll say is that we have just come off a season where Ben Simmons did not touch a basketball and got paid majority of his money for this year. Why is this surprising?
You finessed a whole 5-year deal.
Ben Simmons ain't touched the basketball all year. My man that got paid through a majority of ways. He got fined, but he got some money as well. After just signing a new contract. John Wall contract been on the books for a while. At least you can say that this. My man just signed a contract last year, I believe. I think it was last year. And it just Oh, okay. So
shout out to these brothers working the one-man system.
Ben Simmons signed within 2 years. He got paid this year, ain't touched the basketball. Sat on the bench one time.
We literally played the same amount of games collectively as John Wall this year.
Shout out to him, bro. This is reparation.
It very well.
But can I get a piece?
All the problem is they stingy and they ain't sharing.
2 more quick hits, y'all. Versus. Go ahead.
You can call it reparations, but I ain't got none. So.
That's what I'm
saying. That's what I'm saying. I at least need a half measure. Come on now.
If I can get 10 bands from John Wall, can John Wall do his own stimulus at this point for everyone? Just like $25 per person.
All the free money he's getting, he should send everybody $100, nigga. You still
everybody in America $100, and then let's just see what happens. Two more quick hits, and then I'm gonna get y'all out of here. Versus is back. They talking about Omarion versus Mario, which I feel like is landslide. Omarion, Mario, how could you? Like, I would give you Omarion versus Cisco, maybe. What's your thoughts on that?
I think he might take Cisco. What's Cisco got besides Long Song?
Man, he's got a myriad of songs.
But I don't listen to R&B, so I'm not one to weigh in on an R&B versus.
Unleash the dragon.
I don't have a problem with this versus. I think it's actually
You good with this?
matchup.
This is an equal matchup.
Hey,
I'm not mad at this
Monte is
matchup.
our resident R&B
Mario
listener
has
besides
like a
Joe
lot
when
of
he's
older
drinking.
hits. Like from when he went solo, he has a lot of older hits. Now maybe more recently he hasn't done with, but he has a lot of older hits. Mario, when he first went solo, actually has a lot of older hits himself. And so it's good. See, the thing about it that people tend to forget is that a versus is not going to be everybody put all their CDs versus all their CDs. No, you just take 20 of your best songs versus 20 of your best songs. And for both of these artists, it's going to get a little skimpy past
4 or 5.
After about 8, it's going to get a little skimpy when it comes to hits for both of these artists. We all know Omarion best album is his first album. After that, you're gonna start to hear.
Well, can't he use B2K stuff too?
You start hearing some of these features and stuff. And then for Mario, he gonna be straight to after his first 2 albums. It's gonna get a little shaky. It's like, okay, now your first 2 albums, you're gonna start to hear some songs. Okay, so I think it'll be fine. It's just after 10 songs a piece, you're gonna have to start knowing them discographies to understand the songs they're gonna be playing after 10. You got to know them discographies. So everybody like,
a lot of deep cuts is what Monte's saying, folks.
Name 10 hit songs from either artist.
Can't
10
do it.
from either artist.
I know.
After about 5, you're gonna start getting skippy. And I mean hits. I ain't talking about just stuff like I can say freaking Omarion in the dark or freaking.
No, that's the solo songs. They're going B2K after 5.
And most people may not know what those songs are. Just like I can say freaking How Could You remix with Lil Wayne. I'm not How Could You like on this, but for Mario, I can say
Omarion has with Rick Ross
version that he sung himself. I can say plenty of songs that most people don't know, but hits. Name me some past 10. No. That's the problem. So because it's a fair matchup, I think it's fine.
You getting into features after song 5.
Like I think it's fine. Like I don't got no problem with it.
A lot of B-side cuts in here.
At 10, you'll get a little rough. Though if I gotta personally choose, I'll probably say Mario, but I got no problem with it, to be honest.
This is the honest to God.
So they should do a little half battle then.
This is the honest to God truth. Once he played Let Me Love You, Mario won that.
What?
Let Me Love You. When he's Let Me Love You.
Icebox? Touch?
No, Let Me Love You beat Icebox.
Icebox is an instant win for
and then that's gonna cancel
out. It's gonna yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. See,
but they be like,
these are the only songs that I know.
As soon as they play that, it's gonna cancel out.
It cancel. I'll give my day. It ain't gonna beat it, but it can't. Let Me Love You.
No, it ain't gonna beat it. It's gonna cancel out. Oh, okay. As soon as like Mario
might be in trouble. Then I'll forgive him.
Like that's it right there. So just
Mario is in big trouble. What you talking about?
Yeah, that's the friend go hard.
Like I said, from the outside looking in, it looks like Omarion sweeps this.
No, Just a Friend and Let Me Love You go hard. He ain't gonna lose them two.
Mario got haymakers.
Just a Friend. I forgot about that.
Mario has.
Once you get past the main hits, like after about 6, 7, we'll start to get a little skimpy. It's all right, now these features
How Do I Breathe? How Do I Breathe go hard too for Mario.
Look, that makes low key a Mario, but these songs he's naming are good.
I lived in a house that played blues and R&B all day, so.
Big thing about Mario gonna play other songs.
I grew up in a household that played Wu-Tang and Marvin Gaye.
I go out there and play Supposed to Be. And they were like, "Oh shoot!"
The Whining Brothers.
Just know, fire.
Just know, Omarion coming with Timbaland and Pharrell. I mean Neptune's beats. So I mean,
and Rick Ross.
He coming. He's out here. And then last one. I'm gonna let Marlon actually tell us a little bit more about this. But
I accidentally played Let Me Love You, so they gonna hear that a little bit.
Well, no. You can do that. You can influence them, but you're forgetting 2 things. Because once Icebox comes on, everybody gonna freeze when that mug comes on anyway. And then the other problem is that Mario can actually go back to the B2K days and really just like blow a lot.
He gonna win, but I think he got 2 that can compete, and then the rest of
them. So now you see why I say it's gonna be even matchup. Now you see why I say it's even. It's nice.
He gonna bring out Raspberry and it's gonna get jumping.
Now you see why I say this is a fine matchup. I have no problem with it.
He might let Marcus Houston sing some of his songs on some real shit. He might just be like,
aren't they beefing? Aren't they constantly beefing though? I heard all the B2K niggas hate each other.
Man,
I mean, they hate each other. He can still play the song.
Yep.
All right, what I gotta introduce?
Just this is our last topic, and then we're gonna let you out of here now. Beyonce fans came up for air today. The Beehive is back. Beyonce dropped a surprise single. What happens, Mom Ray? What are they doing?
Look, like y'all already know. If you don't know, you know. The Beehive is a thing. You know, we're not gonna sit here and act like it's not.
He's one of them niggas that calls it the Beehive. I'm done.
Bro, no, that's what they call it. Like the Beehive this is a name. You can go look at it. It's called the Beehive. Like the Beyonce horrible. Beehive. It is a real thing. So Beyonce, you know, she announced, and shout outs to all the Beyonce fans. They was on this early because they had already stalked her Instagram, and as soon as her Instagram went blank, was already saying, "Oh, she finna come out with an album. Y'all know what time it is. Beyonce fans, wake up!" Da, 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 da. You think I'm bull crapping? Go look on Instagram. They literally was saying, "Go look on Twitter." They was on this the second she did this. Yeah. They were right. She announced she got an album coming out. I think it's early, like mid to early July, and so she decided to drop her first single. It's called "Break My Soul."
Damn.
It actually sounds nice. Like I can't even hate on it. It's a pretty decent song. I'm straight with it. But the thing
about Jay-Z fucking other bitches?
No, it's like a
great resignation.
So like disco house vibe, you know. Too. That's what it is.
Okay.
Like, yeah. Oh yeah, that's sad. I say it's better than Drake, but it's better. Well,
hey, but low-key, we gotta put some respect. Drake dropped a surprise outside the genre of his regular, and it still did. I'm talking numbers wise. It still did 230,000. I'm not the biggest Drake fan, and I'm not. Exactly, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But
I ain't worried about because Beyonce is literally the
can't nobody else do that now. Look, Kendrick dropped. We've been waiting forever, and he only did 295.
Well, so
the numbers game, you just got to put respect on Drake's name.
Watch these Beyonce numbers. You're forgetting Beyonce is literally the most successful female artist.
I guarantee she don't do what she ain't gonna do Drake numbers.
What?
She's not gonna do Drake numbers? Are you smoking dope?
I don't believe so. Are we?
Have you forgot who Beyonce is?
Yes, I'm aware.
The most successful.
I'm also aware of like the streaming trends as we look at them currently. I don't think Beyonce. Are we talking about a full album? Beyonce coming with a full album? I say 400,000, 500 at the tops.
Oh, that's more than.
Wow. That's more than
most people.
That's
more than most people. But it's a drop off because you got to think she used to do millions first week. But a lot of people did.
She hasn't. Like,
I know. Streaming changed everything. I'm just saying her numbers will be a lot closer to some of these people who you wouldn't put in a conversation with her.
I mean, but we can say the same thing about Drake. Drake's has dropped off from what he used to do at first.
But that's exactly what I just said about Drake.
First. You said about all of them. That don't make no difference. But regardless, the thing about it, Break My Soul.
Ain't nobody doing close. I don't think anybody's doing $1 million right now besides Eminem's last album. I think he did $1 million first. But yeah,
I don't think about
Eminem, Adele.
It's some lyrics in there about like, you know, not letting your job.
I'm just saying, I feel like these long times off, they do hurt the numbers. Because look at Kendrick. We waited 4 years, and where Kendrick usually he's doing 500K first week easy. We'd say if we look back to Damn and the albums before that, 500K is light work. And he came out and barely did 290. He did 295. So why wouldn't it fell off? And I don't know when Beyonce's last album was, but I feel like it's been roughly as long as Kendrick's. Has it been 4 years or? Because the last thing I remember is her and Jay-Z dropped a joint album.
Lemonade was
so I'm just saying, I think there could be a significant numbers decrease from the last drop, and that's just music in general. That's not saying
no more. So they can't buy copies off of ticket sales no more.
Yeah, there's no they ixnayed the bundle deal.
They stopped that last year. Ever since then, everybody went down. Hoodies. But Mate, what you were saying?
No, like it's just in her song "Break My Soul." She has some lyrics in there regarding, you know, not letting your job break your soul or life do so, and, you know, quitting jobs. And people on Twitter started to take that a little too literal. And
you need
like,
to check.
you know, like this is the sign I've been waiting for, you know, to let this job go and da-da-da. I'm like, oh, okay now. Like Beyonce
ain't gonna pay your bills, people.
I already got the next day. People like, you know, this is what I've been waiting for. And I'm like, oh boy. not take these songs necessarily as literal, just to be like, oh, this is what I've been waiting for. Don't use that as an excuse to quit your job. And then you're gonna blame Beyonce for being jobless.
Yeah.
Later, it's just a first song. It's just the first song, and it's already just wiping out Twitter off of look. Like, look now, y'all underestimating this Bayhive. Think I'm lying. That Bayhive is real.
Then Beyonce actually been kind of chill and been kind of quiet. We ain't seen her. Blue been out with Jay-Z, but we ain't seen Beyonce in a minute. So you know how they do when she pop her head out. The girls are gonna come out.
By the way, it's so bad, to Monte's point, it is so bad. The Indeed.com CEO came out and said her song is about to ruin the economy. because so many job applications took their application off this week.
To answer your question earlier before we get other than a conjoined effort with the Lion King, Beyonce's last album was in 2016.
Okay, that makes sense then. So there could definitely be a big drop off.
And her drop off,
and I'm not trying to Beehive. Don't come for me. I'm not knocking her artistry. I'm just looking at the trend of the music. I always enjoy talking music.
Too late.
They coming for your neck. His not hit. You can find.
But we'll see. Hey, when them first week numbers drop, we can revisit this. And I get, like I said, if she does more than 500K, I'd be astounded. And that's what I think people don't understand. That is amazing. That is a massive success.
All right.
By the way, if you can get 200K nowadays without the bundle deals, you are doing amazing.
Thank you.
That's for anybody. If you can get 200K without the bundle deal, Cardi B is not doing 200K no more.
Because your favorite rapper's barely doing 100K first week. I hate to tell you, if your favorite rapper's not Kendrick or freaking Kendrick's had the biggest first week of 2022, and he only did 295,000 first week, and he's had the biggest drop of 20. Right behind the only person behind him, I think. When Future dropped, he did like 270, and then Drake just dropped that and did 230.
Well,
so all of these,
it's kind of rumored to be 230. We don't know if it's 230 because Kendrick was scheduled to do 320 before it came that Friday.
Was it a shot that he dropped it on Kendrick's birthday?
Kendrick wouldn't care, so I don't care. He's like, yeah, you sold less than me. I don't care. Joe,
but no promo. It wasn't a rap album.
Well, Kendrick dropped with no promo and went to Africa with no.
No, we saw the PG Lang post. We saw the goddamn cryptic stuff before Kendrick came.
He always do little folder things.
Exactly, but I'm saying we saw the signs before Kendrick came. We all knew we knew the Top Dollar deal was over. We knew this was the last album.
That's just random news.
I was honestly surprised he didn't do more. But that's just to say I'll be surprised if Beyonce does a whole lot more.
Joe, take us out of here.
Right on. Well, this has been another episode of Just a Fan, hosted by your boy today. We have a rotational thing when it comes to hosts, but man, this was a good episode. I appreciate everybody. Make sure that you like and subscribe. I am Uniqo Williams. You can find me at uniqowilliams.com. Make sure you like and subscribe. One more time, I can't say it enough. Like and subscribe, and make sure you share. Monray, where can they find you, brother?
Boy Monray Hudson, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, everywhere that you can look up something, Monray Hudson is probably present. Click on the link tree in the description below, or on Instagram, TikTok, see what I got to say on all different media. Good old Blur Cartel, Naturally Bro, Good News Gaming, and of course, over 99 Media. Y'all will see some live. Y'all will see some crazy stuff. Come hit me out, man. I'm here.
I can't wait till August 19th to argue with him about how great Dragonball Superheroes probably is. Tori.
You already know. It's Afro Comedy 765 on everything. Freaking catch me here with you guys being the greater of all evils in this group.
CEO. Boss man.
Hey, y'all looking real cute out there. So be real cute. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. You can even give a super thanks or a super sticker or whatever super you want to give. I really appreciate you with your cute self. But I am Slime for some link tree below. And remember to keep stumping. Something amazing can happen.
You can even do superheroes. Peace.
Yeah.